You tap once for convenience, but that one tap starts a cascade of coins you never see again. The app separates the feeling of paying from the act of ordering, so you feel no pain. One tap times 30 days becomes a waterfall of money you didn't even feel leaving your pocket. You think it's just $4, but when you add the week, the total hits you hard. That daily coffee or delivery, over a year, it's enough to pay a month's rent elsewhere. Every day, a little more leaks out, and you never see where the drip actually began. The faucet never stops because the app makes sure you always feel like tapping again. Decoupling means your brain no longer connects the money to the thing you receive right now. Convenience feels great today, but later you see the cost and wonder what happened. Hidden fees hide in the fine print, quietly adding to your total without your awareness. The house pulls your money with invisible strings, and you're the one holding the rope. A $4.50 order becomes $9.25 once they add service, delivery, and tip. Your mind sees the small price, but the real number on the receipt tells a different story. 30 taps, one every day, add up to a pile of coins you never planned to lose. You feel that $4 tap every day? That's $135 you never saw. The brain bypass happens when the app removes the friction that normally makes you hesitate. They built a lever that opens the gate, letting your money flow out with no brakes. From a single tap to a month to a year, the line climbs faster than you expect. Friction makes you feel the cost. Without it, you spend twice as much and don't know. You can draw a boundary between wanting and spending, and that boundary is called friction. Restoring the pain of paying puts you back in control of your own money choices. With friction, you spend 67% less, which means you keep more of your earnings. A shield of friction stops the leak, bouncing coins back into your wallet where they belong. Add one simple step, preload a separate account, and every tap becomes a deliberate decision. No friction means chaos and lost cash. With friction, you keep control over every dollar. The friction proxy works in 4 steps: card, jar, wait, and then tap with purpose. You move from wanting to waiting to spending, and that pause makes all the difference. Friction cuts impulse spending from 75% down to 25% of your budget. The key is time delay. You wait, you check your jar, then you decide to buy. You've seen the leak? Now you have the tool. Next, we'll build the wall around your wallet. Before friction, you lost $247. After, you kept $82 each month. Subtract the old from the new, and you save $165 every single month. Those savings pile up into a stack of coins that is yours to keep, not theirs. Week by week, your spending drops and your savings grow as the friction proxy takes hold. At month's end, you see a full jar and realize you have finally taken control. Yearly, you lose $1,600 without friction. With it, you keep over $1,000. Your saved money can become a dream vacation, a car, or any goal you choose to reach. Compound that yearly saving over 5 years and you have $5,000 in your pocket. Food delivery, rideshare, subscriptions. Each category leaks less when friction stands in the way. Turn the friction dial and watch your spending fall as your savings rise steadily. Before you tap, pause, and look at your jar. That moment of thought saves real money. Impulse spending empties your wallet. Intentional spending fills your jar and gives you freedom. 3 months of friction shows a clear downward trend. You spend less, you keep more. Water your savings with friction, and they grow like a tree that bears coin leaves. When you see the card in the jar, you choose to pause instead of tapping without thought. Building friction strengthens your financial muscle, squeezing out bad habits and keeping coins safe. The data shows more friction leads to less spending across every category without fail. Climb the friction ladder step by step. Low friction loses money, high friction saves it. A week without friction costs you $135. With it, you save $90. Remember that $1,080 yearly leak with friction, that's now your yearly savings. The house is the system engineered to make you spend without feeling, but you can see it. The friendly welcome sign hides a trap. The dollar sign is there if you look closely.
Yeah.
The wheel is rigged with tiny chances for you and huge odds for the house to win. They promise savings but deliver hidden fees. The fine print tells the real story. The house takes $82 of your $135 spend. You keep only $53. All those fees are buried in the fine print, waiting to be found with a magnifying glass. Default checkboxes are traps. They select for you, and they know you won't uncheck them. The house reaches out of your phone, pulling coins from your pocket while you scroll. You can choose to resist the house by lifting the shield of friction in front of your screen. Dynamic pricing changes based on your data. The house knows exactly what you can pay. The friendly storefront hides a trapdoor where your money falls, but now you see it. Decoupling, default bias, surge fees, fine print all feed the house's profit machine. The house piles up massive profits while your savings stay tiny, but friction changes that. The house lives in your pocket, hiding inside every app that asks for one quick tap. You see the leaks everywhere now, but there's one place the house can't reach. That's what we build. It's not your willpower that's weak. It's the system that is designed to bypass your resistance. Friction is the shield that protects your savings, stopping the house from taking what's yours. Willpower alone fails. Friction works because it changes your environment, not your resolve. The solution is simple: one step to set up, and then it runs on autopilot for you. Friction beats the house every time, putting you back in control of your money story. Budgeting alone struggles. Friction is the tool that actually stops the leak for good. Once friction becomes automatic, you don't even think about it. You just save effortlessly. 80% success with friction versus 20% with willpower. The numbers don't lie. You tried willpower and it failed. Now friction gives you a reliable way to keep your money. Before you spend, pause and look at your savings. That one moment changes everything for good. Set up your friction proxy in 3 steps. Separate account, weekly transfer, spend from that. The safety net of friction catches your money before it falls into the house's hands. Before you had an empty wallet, after friction, you have a full jar and peace of mind. Willpower alone saves nothing. Friction saves over $1,000 a year for you. Every number you've seen is real. Now we'll show you how it changes everything for you. Watch others implement the steps. You can do the same and see your savings grow. The habit loop is simple: pause, check your jar, spend wisely, and repeat each week. The habit wheel spins automatically once friction becomes part of your daily routine. Replace the old impulse with a new habit. Friction makes the new way easier than the old. You've built a new habit, broken the funnel, and your savings are trending up. Victory. Now you have a new relationship with money where you control the flow instead of the house. Stand above the house, looking down at what you've overcome. You are now in control. Together, we've learned how friction works. Now you have the freedom to move forward. Your mindset has shifted from loss to gain, from struggle to the freedom you deserve. You're walking toward a future where your money works for you, not against you. You were trapped in the maze of spending. Now you stand on the peak of financial peace. Financial stress drops to nearly zero. Financial peace rises above 90% with friction. A new chapter begins where every tap is intentional and every dollar stays in your hands. Choose the path that leads to freedom. Leave the old way behind and never look back. Peace comes when you know your money is safe. You can finally rest and enjoy the view. The plug is simple: separate account, weekly transfer, and spend only from that account. Open that separate account today. It's the first and easiest step to stopping the leak. Transfer money weekly. That recurring action builds the habit that protects your savings. Now you spend from your friction account and the main stash stays safe and untouched. You've done the work, built the habit, and earned the peace. Now you've got this forever.